Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Seth's Smorgasbord of Sports here at the Fan Zone of 51 West Studios, man. Um, we got a lot to talk about today about Ravens football and everything, but before we get into that, I just want to say, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe for me, please. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. But, you know, the Ravens, man. I talk about the Ravens every week, man. They're my favorite team. I love football. They're awesome. They've been just lighting it up all season. And they had a really tough game this past weekend, in my opinion. They played the Buffalo Bills. Been playing lights out all season. They're 9-4 now. The Ravens are 11-2. But that was a really good game. Really good competition by the Bills. And the Ravens have been blowing teams out during this 9-game win streak, except for last week against the 49ers. But I don't think anyone really expected a blowout against San Francisco because they're a quality team. They've been beating teams like the Ravens had. They were crushing them. So the matchup was like, wow, and in the rain and everything. But Buffalo, it's like I saw some people thinking that we might kill them and everything. But I didn't think that personally. Like, I thought it'd be a pretty close game. The Bills are a fantastic team, honestly. Like, I was just talking with the guy, my producer up there, man. Like, he likes Devin Singletary, man. I do too. Like, we were just talking about how lightning fast he is. Like, we were just kind of really just enjoying watching him play yesterday, man. And they're fun. Like, Josh Allen's a good quarterback. They got Smokey Brown from the Ravens last year. I loved him last season, his 1 year in Baltimore. I mean, he didn't even have like a great year or anything. He's just one of those guys that you just love, And
fake it. Jackson cuts to the outside. Jackson turns it upfield. 2nd and 5.
They kept Lamar Jackson in check. Like, Lamar Jackson hit 1,000 rushing yards yesterday. I mean, he was the second quarterback besides Michael Vick to ever get 1,000 rushing yards in a season. But he didn't break Vick's record yesterday. And that's testament to the Bills, man, because Lamar's been getting about 100 rushing yards a game. He's just been doing it to everybody. And Buffalo kept him in check. What did he get, like 40, 50? Like, he has like 1,000 and like Vick's, he needs like 30 some more yards to get Vick. So, like, I figured he would get it yesterday personally. He needed like 60. I think he got like 30 some rushing yards yesterday because he needed like 60 and change, and he got like 30 and change. So he's just a little bit off. They'll probably get it against the Jets on Thursday Night Football, and it'll be good because he'll get to do it in front of a home crowd. But I kind of thought he could do it against the Bills just because he's been doing it to everybody else. And I'm not going to say they kept him in check or whatever because we won the game and still put up 24 points, and our defense also looked tremendous. So the Ravens' defense was the best that they've probably been all season yesterday. It's because they were playing a quality team, and they stepped up to the task, Like, you can have a good game against a crappy opponent like the Dolphins and give up 10 points and get turnovers. Like, that's not as impressive to me as giving up 17 to Josh Allen, Singletary, all those guys I said on their offense. Like, the Bills, man, they've been playing great football. You don't get to be 9-3 because you're not playing good football. And it was a tough game. And the Ravens were winning 24-9, but the Bills scored a touchdown, got that conversion, made it kind of scary there for a second. So, like, I don't know. I felt like, we better clamp down.
A minute 15 to play. Allen, spin. Allen gets out of it, throws, incomplete.
Brown 80.
Shotgun for Allen. Allen steps up, delivers, knocked away. John Brown, the intended receiver, and Marcus Peters makes the play for Baltimore.
I'm so happy that he's on the Ravens because Eric DeCosta fleeced the Rams for him, like, right? Like, 5th-round pick, Kenny Young. Like, yeah, Kenny Young's decent, like, piece to have a backup for middle linebacker or whatever, but to give him up for Marcus Peters, like, that's deal of the year right there. Don't even talk to me about Jalen Ramsey. But, yeah, like, that's an amazing game. Like, the Bills head coach, I just want to say, man, that dude looked like a light bulb, okay? Like, his head looked like it was going to explode at one point. Like, he was, like, screaming at the ref and stuff. Like, he's a fiery dude, all right? His name's Sean McDermott. He's Irish. So, like, he's got that passion, man. I love that. But if he's your head coach, you love the guy. But to watch it, like, it was pretty funny because cue ball. So, like, his veins were, like, bulging out of his head and stuff. It was hilarious. But I think that was that game was telling because it was on the road, very windy. I mean, that wind, you say what you want. There were some bad snaps in that game above Lamar's head, over. I mean, it was hard to make throws. But Lamar still made good plays. Like, he passed the ball fairly well in this game. That pass to Hayden Hurst was beautiful. He had a couple other dimed passes that got dropped.
First down for Baltimore. Jackson throws it. Wide open. Hayden Hurst. Does he have enough speed to get there? Hurst does. Touchdown, Ravens. The catch and run, 61 yards for Baltimore.
I feel like they're going to win these last 3 games here coming up. I mean, the way that they've been playing, they play the Jets, Browns, and Steelers. And, the Steelers have been playing great lately. They're 7-1 since starting 1-4. But Duck Hodges, do you really think that this guy is just going to be immaculate for the rest of the season going? Like, no. Okay, he's going to lose some games. He's going to lose to good teams. Probably lose to the Bills, honestly. I mean, I'm pretty sure they play the Bills coming up. And they'll probably lose to the Ravens if we're just being for real. And if the Steelers are lucky enough to make the playoffs, probably be a first-round exit. I'm not trying to hate on them because, honestly, the Ravens-Steelers rivalry. Okay, like, I hate the Steelers. But I have a lot of respect for them, especially this year, because they started 1-4. Everybody wrote them off, but Mike Tomlin's a good head coach. As much as it pains me to say that, he rallied those troops. He got them to play well, and he made the quarterback change when it was necessary. And they're in prime position to make the playoffs. They just got to win, but I feel like the Ravens will get the win against them, honestly, at the end of the season, just because the way we've been rolling. It's a home game. I feel like we'll get the W. And if we win these last 3, they'll have the best record in team history. 13-3, 2006 is the best right now, but if they win out, they go 14-2 this year, so that'd be amazing. Going 14-2 is really special. Okay, like that's just oh my gosh. Your team usually goes 10-6, 11-5 when they're pretty good. I mean, like I've seen the Ravens win the Super Bowl at 10-6, so to see them go 14-2 would just be incredible. That's just what you want to see. That's like your dream season. You know what I mean? Like you're obviously gonna lose a game or two, but 15-1, 14-2. I mean, that's a dream season in my opinion, and It's been a ride, man. It's been a really fun ride, and I think they're going to continue it on for 10th straight for sure against the Jets on Thursday Night Football. Honestly, don't really have to talk about that one very much. The Ravens are going to bulldoze them, okay? They have 0 chance of losing that game. You heard it here first. The Ravens, there's no way they will allow that to happen, okay? They're not going to lose on Thursday night at home to the Jets, ever, okay? And I hate the Jets, by the way, Super Bowl III. Screw you guys. Beat the Baltimore Colts. That's right, the Baltimore Colts. But screw the Jets. I wasn't even a twinkle in my father's eye at that point. But I hate them still. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was the year my dad was born. But yeah, I still hate them. So your one Super Bowl ever, and then eternal awfulness after that. I still hate you for the one that you have, and never forget it. So. Screw the Jets. And, the Browns, we're going to get revenge against them for sure. There's no way we lose that game, honestly. No way. There's no way the Ravens are losing to the Browns twice in our best season ever. That's not going to happen, and we're going to get some revenge on them and embarrass them. We're going to embarrass them. We're going to drag them up and down the field. And that's honestly the one I'm most pumped for the rest of this, up until the divisional round, baby. Because I think we'll take care of the Steelers. Like I said, I think we're going 14-2. And just real quick, just looking at the playoff brackets, I think the Ravens are going to get the 1 seed for the first time ever. Okay? I think the Patriots will get 2. I see the Chiefs at 3, Texans at 4. Right now the Bills are 5 and the Steelers are 6. But I feel like the Titans could slide in ahead of them if they can beat the Texans. Like, both times. I mean, they play them. I don't know if they'll beat the Saints or whatever, but they played the Texans 2 times in the last 3 weeks. So it's going to be the Steelers or Titans, and whichever one. I hope the 6th seed doesn't win because if the Steelers even if they even have a hope of being in the playoffs, I don't want to see them. I think we'd beat them. I still don't want to see them. Okay, I do not want to see that. Okay, it's just like a potential for disaster. I don't think we'd lose. I think we'd run them over. But at the same time, you cannot allow that, even the potential for that to happen. And that's why I say go Chiefs, because then the Chiefs would have to play the Patriots, and that would be a good. I want to play the winner of that game in the AFC Conference title. We killed the Texans. We beat the Bills. We were winning 24-9, and we held it down at the end when it mattered. So, on the road. So I feel like if we got them at home, we'd get a win again. And I feel like we'd take care of the Texans. I mean, it's colder in January than it is in November, and they didn't really seem like they could handle a Baltimore environment 41-7. The Ravens just took care of them. I feel like that would happen again, personally. Maybe not as brutal, but the Ravens would win that game 31-13 or something. And yeah, so I want to see that scenario happen. Texans or Bills in the divisional round, then give us the Chiefs or Patriots in the conference championship. I think we can beat the Chiefs. I mean, we lost to them earlier this season, but I feel like a head-to-head matchup right now. I mean, that was week 3 when we lost, and we didn't have Marcus Peters yet. This team wasn't clicking like it is right now. I mean, they're just rolling teams. So I feel like we'd beat Kansas City. Their defense is not stopping the Ravens' offense, and we'd beat the Patriots. I mean, we beat them earlier this season. We'll beat them again. I'm not scared of freaking 29th passer rating or whatever he is this season. System quarterback. Okay, I'm not scared of Tom Brady this season at all. He's old. Well, I feel like if they have to come to Baltimore, they are not winning. Okay, they're just not. We're not going to allow that to happen. Lamar Jackson will not allow that to happen. He beat him by 17 in the regular season. You can say, oh, they win in the playoffs. I don't care. They're not winning at Baltimore. And honestly, in the NFC, I don't want to see the 49ers, but we're probably going to see the 49ers. So I'm just kind of resigned to that. That game they had against the Saints was unreal. Okay, that's the best game of this NFL season was the 49ers Saints. And honestly, that could be the conference title game, and the Saints could upset them, I guess. But I feel like it'll be the 49ers against the Ravens in the Super Bowl for, rematch Super Bowl 47, but two different quarterbacks, a different head coach in San Francisco. It's not a real rematch. So, it's the same two organizations, but different players, different kind of game. And honestly, that's just what I see happening just looking at this right now. And, anything can happen. But that's just what I see. It's what I'm calling right now. And Gates' eyes will probably pop out of his head. But it's just going to be fun to watch the Ravens just trounce him. You didn't want to take a deal to stay in bottom, fine, leave. Nobody wanted you anyway because we're better without you. So thanks for watching Seth's Smorgasbord of Sports. Screw you, CJ Mosley. Screw the Jets. Thanks for watching the show.